Video.
Okay, 3 hamstring stretches. The first is for the central hamstring. I'm going to stretch my right leg. Gently raise my leg up into the air. You can see I have a slight bend in the knee, and I'm going to flex my foot. Take my hands, interlace them behind my thigh. Straight arms, driving my right leg down toward the ground, kicking through my heel. Continuing to do that while I overcome that resistive force and draw my leg into my chest. Relax, let it go, straighten the arms and return to the start position. Again, kick my heel down and overcome that force while I draw my leg up into my body. Again, this time I want you to add a little arch to the lower back so you forward tilt your pelvis in this direction and maintain that while you bring the leg into the body for a stretch. You're going to have less range but a better stretch. Let's do 2 more so you can really see this. Kicking my leg down to the ground to contract my hamstring, maintaining the contraction while I bend my arms and draw my leg up into my body. 1 more. Excellent. So why don't you try 3 sets back and forth on both legs. Now I'm going to show you a stretch for the hamstring in a lunge position. So I'm going to come on up to all 4s. I want you to make sure that you have plenty of cushion under your knee. So my left leg is down on the ground, my knee, and then I'm going to bring my right foot up. This is the target leg, and you can see my leg is at a right angle. I'm going to lunge my knee forward just a bit, and then I'm going to kick this right heel straight down and back to contract my hamstring. And I can even keep my hand on my hamstring and feel it contracted. I'm going to maintain that contraction while I sit my hips back to lengthen for the stretch. Then I let it go and go back to the start position. Make sure that your base is wide enough so you feel stable. Again, lunge the right knee forward. It's like a horse kick, down and back. You can see my toes come up, my hamstring tightens. I maintain that while I sit my hips back to lengthen. Let's try a couple more so you can see that. Again, kicking that right heel back. As soon as I do that, my left knee drives forward, so I have 2 points of force happening. Maintain that while I sit back, lunge forward, kick that right heel back, left knee goes forward, and sit back. So same idea, 3 reps, 3 sets on each leg. Now I'm going to do a standing hamstring stretch, still on the right leg. Come up to standing. And you can see that I'm going to put my right leg forward a bit, shoulder width apart, and a slight bend in my right leg. Feel free to have something next to you to hold on to for balance. I'm going to kick my right heel back in space, and my left leg comes forward as soon as I do that. It's like a scissor motion. I keep the bend in my right leg to keep this right hamstring tight while I fold at the hips to lengthen that tissue out. And then I let it go and sit back up again. Re-engage, kicking that right leg back, that left leg forward, and fold at the hips for 2. Let's just do a couple more so you can see this. Again, kicking that right heel back, left foot or leg scissors forward while I fold at the hips. Let's show you one from the side. Again, you see I've got a slight bend in the leg. I draw my leg back and it tightens up. I maintain that tension. This leg drives forward while I fold at the waist to stretch out this hamstring. Let's do 1 more. Contract the hamstring and lengthen while you maintain the contraction. Again, start with 3 sets of 3 on each leg back and forth and see how that goes.